So we begin this week's broadcast with a special guest star, Nick, who used to be in our old gaming group. So Nick, tell us a little something about yourself.
Well, I have a thick, barely penetrable accent on account of being Swedish. So if I, in a fit of rage, suddenly start sounding like the Swedish chef from the Muppets, you all know why.
So what games are you currently playing right now, Nick?
Never stop fighting for what you
a lot of
believe
Overwatch. Been trying to make my way through Enter the Gungeon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which has been fun and frustrating and a tear-filled experience, because every time I die, I think about the fact that no, the little corgi is left all alone in the dungeon, and he's going to starve to death. It's bleak.
Now, a lot of people are complaining about the grind in that game. How do you feel about it?
On one hand, yeah, it gets frustrating because it becomes very obvious very fast that you can't clear the game with the initial guns. You have to sort of play, die, buy new guns, so on and so forth. But at the same time, I feel like every new run is fresh and exciting, and unlocking new guns feels rewarding and not so much of a chore, at least to me. Besides that, then getting back into Final Fantasy XIV, and currently looking forward to Persona 5.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Yeah, the hype for that is very real.
Yeah, so one of the things that we learned recently, actually, is that they're doing a reboot of the Matrix movie.
Yes, I heard about that.
And in this round, they're actually not going to involve the Wachowski brothers at all, which is a very interesting thing.
They sort of wanted their blessing for it, but who knows?
They're trying to bring back one of the original producers, but they don't want the same feel to the movies either. So they're looking for a kind of a universe, like a Marvel universe type feel to it. So I think what they're hoping to do is they're hoping to release a Matrix film, but they're going to start with the Morpheus.
Okay, well, I mean, because the thing I read said that they were sort of doing an Animatrix style, like it's loosely connected to the original movies.
Yeah, but I think it's a full reboot though.
Yeah.
So I think you're looking at a different, I don't think they want to include Neo this time.
But no, I don't think so either. And as for the Wachowski siblings, I think I don't know if any studio sort of wants to touch them right now on account of not really having managed to turn out anything spectacular since Matrix.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Everything
that Netflix one was unreal.
and everyone.
I did not enjoy that. And I mean, Jupiter Ascending is quite possibly one of the most horrendous things to come out in cinemas in the last 20 years.
No, you're forgetting Geely. So.
I'm not forgetting?
Geely, the Ben Affleck flick with
Gotcha.
Jennifer. What's her
Yeah,
face?
well, okay. Yeah.
Jenny from the Block.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Fair point. I'm just saying, I'm not surprised that they haven't really approached them to be involved in this new Matrix project.
The other recent news was BC are trying to push another movie to start filming in 2017. So they're looking, as far as reports are saying, they have 5 movies they're looking at the moment. Flash, Sirens, or Dark Sirens, or Gotham Sirens, Suicide Squad 2, Dark Universe, and
Green Lantern Corps.
Green Lantern Corps.
Yep.
Okay.
So none of them are actually finished their full writing. I think as far as the reports are saying, they want to push one out, but they're also happy to leave it go if it doesn't get pushed out.
Okay. Since you mentioned that none of the scripts were actually done, I guess the first question that came into my mind is sort of redundant, but I was about to ask if we knew if they were doing any like known comic book stories, or if they're just creating wholesale new narratives for these movies.
Well, the Dark Universe thing, they talked about doing a Justice League Dark thing, right? And the initial plan was to do a Justice League Dark animated movie, right? So similar to the Batman movies that they've been coming out with these recent years. And that's still on track, but I'm thinking that depending on how this does, because they're saying that, you have some key writers that are actually involved really heavily. Like, they're saying that Neil Gaiman might even be involved in the writing of the DC one, like the animated one. So, of course, this is all still, speculation and whatnot, but the initial screens have already been released, that they might expand on that as a movie. So, I would see that as, something that they would probably pursue more than a Gotham Sirens thing, or, Flash, because I don't know how people are going to react to the Flash now with the Justice League movie that's coming out now. They're kind of mixed reviews. Like, a lot of people are expecting the TV Flash to be in it.
Yeah, and I haven't. I sort of dropped both Arrow and the Flash from my viewing rotation.
Yeah, me too.
Not because they actually became too bad for me to watch, but just because there were other things I would rather watch and spend my time on.
Yeah, it's been kind of boring for me. Like, I think that they were sort of just already jumping the shark at this point.
Yeah, but I did recently watch Suicide Squad. I did not catch that in theater. I saw it on a plane. And
what did you think of it?
I think it was a great mistake of them to make an ensemble movie without having to establish the characters first.
Fair enough, yeah. I see what you're doing.
And I also feel that while it had potential, the fact that they couldn't commit to the fact that they were making a movie about villains sort of ruined the whole thing for me in the end.
And G.I. Joe was really annoying.
Yes. But I'm of the opinion that Joaquin Mann shouldn't be working because he ruins anything he's ever in. Except for Swedish TV or Swedish movies, because they actually turns out to be pretty good, but I haven't really seen him in an American outing where he has lived up to the hype.
Well, I mean, just look at the way that Batman was received, right? Commercially, did really, really well. And yet, the critics murdered it.
Yeah. And I'm not surprised. None of these new DC movies have really felt that inspired or interesting to watch. I know the Marvel movies are becoming sort of formulaic, but at least they're entertaining.
I very much enjoyed Batman vs Superman.
It was not as horrible as And reviews made it out to be. I have to say that. And there were elements of it I enjoyed, but overall I felt like I would have been happier if it stuck more to the what is it, Dark Knight Return script, rather than deviating and pulling in Doomsday and so on.
Do you think that the movie did the comic books any justice, or the IP any justice?
I think they did Batman justice, minus the rather silly.
Why did you say her name?
Yeah, that breakdown was kind of like.
I don't know, man. I thought that was golden.
I did not feel that one, but overall I thought Batman was really good. The version of Superman they're pushing for their cinematic universe is one I don't enjoy. Because I feel like they're making Superman, who's already a pretty boring superhero, and a boring personality, even worse by just making him straight up like, oh, I have superpowers and I'm brooding, and that is it.
Just wait until he actually realizes everybody's going to die before he dies.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be him crying in front of a mirror.
Yeah. I am also hugely annoyed by Lois Lane, because I think she's dreadfully underutilized. They don't do the character justice whatsoever, and they could have given her so much more space to be important for the story. But now she was essentially just there to get caught in flypaper over and over again.
Well, the next movie is basically going to be, the requirement's going to be to say a different name. Like,
Yeah.
you know, Billy! And then Shazam's going to show up, and then, you know, that'll sort of save the day.
Or they'll really push the boat and go with something like Snyder.
Yeah, that makes sense. Absolutely.
There's another director I would be totally fine with never seeing another movie from.
I actually like this movie.
I like 300, and I know it's blasphemy, but I really enjoyed Watchmen.
You're talking about Rob Schneider, right? The comedian, right?
Oh, funny. But I don't know. His movies they're visually rather pleasing, but I feel like he pours on the whole dark and gritty a bit too thick for my liking.
I think a lot of people's problems with his Superman or his superhero films is that he almost tries to ground them too much. Like, Marvel isn't there trying to say, well, Thor has his power because he works out a lot, and you know, like, it just doesn't. You don't see Iron Man trying to flip a tire 100,000 times before he tries to fight Captain America.
Yeah. I mean,
I think it's a realism thing that it's kind of, you're there to watch a superhero film. No one wants it to be realistic.
That's true.
Yeah.
And which brings us to the next piece that we were actually talking about, which is Iron Fist, which came out recently.
Yes,
Have you seen any episodes yet? Because I'm not going to spoil it. Yeah. Okay.
No, yeah, me and my lovely wife, who is my constant co-sitter in all things that stars a microphone. Say hi to the crowd. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear it in the background. We watched the first 2 episodes yesterday.
Okay.
Yes, and I've been reading a lot of reviews about it because I've been really curious because I actually quite like the character of Iron Fist in the comic books.
All right.
I haven't read a ton. I'm not gonna suggest that I'm somehow a
Okay, so So let's
But
establish like just how much of an Iron Fist thing. So did you read it pre Defenders, pre Power Fist and Iron Man? Like when it was, I mean Iron Fist, when it was still the original Bruce Lee clone Iron Fist, or at which phase of Iron Fist did you actually read the books?
I've only ever read him as Danny Rand, and I am not aware if he's ever been anybody else. And
Okay.
most of the stuff that I've read with him are either his latest outings with Luke Cage,
Okay.
or whenever he has had sort of guest appearances. So,
Okay, so you're talking about more of when he already rejoined the New Avengers, or is this before that?
not even as part of like groups like that.
Oh, okay.
Mainly when he has like appeared as second string
Okay.
backup, cause
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Because the thing is, so he started out as, as a character that they wanted to capitalize on the whole kung fu movie, Bruce Lee, whatever thingy, right? So they needed an IP that worked, and at that point, when it first came out, miniseries and all that, it was okay, right? And at that time, they also had to have a black hero, so they had Power Man, Luke Cage, right?
Yeah.
But what they did was, as they realized that both titles could not stand up on their own, Marvel decided to put him in a team. 'Cause that's what you do. You put people in teams. Hopefully resell the IP. And then over the years,
I've read some of those stories.
those were actually good. I mean, as a kid, I was reading the duo thing because minority heroes and all that stuff.
Build 'em up.
But yeah, so and the reason why I asked that is because based on the reviews that I've seen, a lot of people are all of a sudden waxing poetic about how Iron Fist should be, but they haven't read enough of the original
Right.
to really say, and
Yes,
that's
that-
yeah.
That was actually what I was getting to earlier when I mentioned I've been reading a lot of reviews, and the reviews that I've been reading, they get a lot of flack for, first of all, having used a white actor as Iron Fist, which that's a can of worms. But they've also mentioned things like the action sequences not being particularly well choreographed, or that the actor, whose name I can't remember now, isn't really a martial artist. So
Danny something, isn't it?
what?
Danny something.
Is that is he actually also named Danny?
No. I'm looking at my trusty IMDb here. One sec.
But
Joe.
but anyway, from the first episodes that I saw, the action is like the fighting style that he uses is kind of slow and ponderous.
Because it's kung fu.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's what I like about
Yeah.
it. You can see, because he doesn't do a lot of unnecessary flashy jumping around moves and stuff like that. He goes for 1-2 punches, one kick, and then he's done. And that is what I like about this. I also think that the story is a bit slow.
Yep.
But I do like that pacing. I like slow stories, but then again, some of my favorite movies are stuff like Skycrawlers or Ghost in a Shell, which take 2 hours to tell a story that could have been condensed into half an hour.
Yeah. So, my take on it, as far as the fighting goes, is I understand what they were trying to go for, which was this very almost intentional movement without wasting whatever. And it's such a stark difference that compared to the way they handled combat in Luke Cage, which was very street, right? Because that's what they were, a bunch of thugs and all that stuff. And of course, compared to Daredevil, which was all fighting and all like bloody, punchy, whatever thingy, right? What I didn't get was, so you are the master of martial arts here, and yet you're getting hit by thugs.
Yeah.
Which you shouldn't be getting hit by thugs. You know what I mean? Like, that was a big thing for me.
Yeah, I can understand that complaint entirely.
Like, if you were fighting sub-arch villain type characters or whatnot, but like, these are like peons that are, getting punches in. Kind of.
Yeah. They have to get some cheap drama in. That isn't just people not believing him. Overall, 2 episodes in, I'm still enjoying it. But we'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah. I'm already on episode 7, so I'm a little bit further than you are. But I gotta say, the pace doesn't change much. And again, in defense of the people that did not read the comics that are evaluating the series should be able to stand on its own without the merits of the original comic book, right? However,
definitely.
However, if they're selling it like, you know, the return of Iron Fist into the mainstream of the Marvel universe, then that's where they're gonna have a hard time doing it. Because
I'm on fire.
it doesn't really do that.
It's also it is a character that is a bit out of its time, I would say.
Yeah. Oh, I got face bombed.
I would say, so I've really enjoyed everything I've seen so far. I think I'm 2 episodes in or so.
Okay.
Maybe 3. I started watching it with my girlfriend, but her complaint was she didn't actually like the characters. I'm watching it by myself now, but I really like it so far. I think it's very good. I do see that it's slower than the others, and maybe the characters themselves aren't as... I don't know, the 3 main characters, so the siblings and the main guy, Danny, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Danny Rand.
Danny Rand. They're not as overly likable from the start as the other, even 3, like Jessica Jones was actually quite likable at the start.
Yeah, yeah.
You wanted to know what was going on, you know. So I do think you have that issue now, but I like the pacing of it so far. I think it is going to be very good, but I do think that it's not going to be the other ones. It's not going to be as well received from everybody as Daredevil was. I think Daredevil was probably by itself on that one because it was so well received by everybody.
Yeah, and it helps that with Daredevil it could sort of stand on its own because it by itself has a loyal following, you know, and it wasn't like a second-rate property. You know, you had Frank Miller writing for Daredevil, doing artwork and whatnot, whereas the other titles really, you know, were sort of just sub-characters. And unfortunately, they didn't have the same success as, you know, the Guardians recently did. You know, as far as at least IP development goes and stuff. It's not enough budget, I guess, or whatnot.
But I mean, both Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, they have had their own series recently, right?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what it's coming from. Like their recent surge in popularity. Oh, how? Oh, we lost. Came from those things. Otherwise, most people, I mean, unless you were black and from Harlem or whatnot, then you really wouldn't get the whole Power Man thing. You know, it really wasn't just you like name a superhero, whatever. It's gonna be like, oh, Power Man. You know, people recognize Daredevil. You know, people wear Daredevil shirts and whatnot. The merchandising there. Not a lot of Power Man shit. Or Jessica Jones.
Yeah, because I suppose Daredevil, everyone loved Ben Affleck's version, so you know.
Yeah, absolutely. The fact that there was a Ben Affleck version means that it's more popular. You know.
Yeah, I actually don't have a lot of issues with that version. I like the extended cut of it better. that actually turns it into a tolerable movie.
Did it have 60% more Ben Affleck? Because that would make it more dreamy.
Time to raise my ATM.
It does have some extended action sequences, I think, and also like a little bit more time for the character to grow. It also has a better end scene where it's more obvious that. And okay, spoiler alert for a movie that came out almost 15 years ago. That the fact that Elektra survives is kind of more strongly hinted at.
How'd that possible?
Man.
Check me out.
I was gonna watch that movie tonight.
Well, tough cookies. Monkey.
Routing
Oh my
power to
god, why
forward
have
barrier.
facts? Oh. For a long while there, I was of the very strong opinion that while Marvel were making the better movies, DC definitely were winning in the TV series department, but right now DC's slipping pretty hard as far as their TV shows are going.
Yeah.
It's too bad, because I wasn't really enjoying them.
Yeah, it is kind of a shame that it's come to that the shows have sort of jumped the shark.
Yeah.
At least for me.
Forward shields.
Last time I watched it, I was still very much enjoying Gotham, but that was actually the only one.
So did you guys see Beauty and the Beast yet?
For what?
Beauty and the Beast.
No, we have not been to see that yet. It's on our list of movies we want to go and see in theaters, along with John Wick. That was originally, that wasn't actually going to be screened in theaters here in Sweden originally.
Why not?
The first one didn't really do that well in theaters initially. It was kind of a sleeper hit.
Huh.
So they didn't want to take any chances.
That's kind of
But
interesting.
then they got, I hope they got like a lot of flack for not screening the second one or whatever, but they eventually caved and got licensing for it, so we're gonna go and see that at some point as well, or at least catch it on DVD, because the first one was really good.
The first
Yeah,
one was
I
very
really-
step for the start.
I enjoyed that. As far as revenge movies go, I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
that to me
If
was
you're
really
gonna
good.
kill someone's dog,
Yep.
I mean, that's worse than Taken.
Yeah, yep.
Game on.
Because with Taken, like, how stupid do you have to be that your whole family eventually gets taken?
All systems
Yeah.
operational. Diva,
I
ready
feel
for
like somebody
combat.
should have told whoever was paying for these movies that, like, we're kind of re-shooting the same movie over and over again here, and we've only done twice of them, 2 of them. God. English,
And there's a TV
come on,
series.
language.
There's a TV series, Taken. It's yeah.
Wait, they did a
There's a
TV
TV
series
series.
as
Yep,
well?
there's a TV series. And I don't know if like every week somebody gets taken. It's like Kidnap Weekly or something. But yeah,
Like Big Brother gone wrong.
yeah. I mean,
Oh, wow.
yeah. So obviously,
Routing
somebody
power
in
to
Hollywood
forward
thinks
shield.
that it's a good idea to do it. Because why not? I mean,
I'm trying to think if I heard any good rumors of like movies that were in the works.
I mean, apart from Matrix revisit.
Yeah. I keep... But although, been hearing about that for like the past 5 years or so, that there's supposed to be a like cop procedure show, like whodunit detective style thing, based on Terry Pratchett's Discworld,
that
featuring
should be
the
interesting.
Guardsmen.
that should be interesting.
Yeah, I keep hearing that it's supposed to be something either it's BBC or Stars, but that rumor keeps popping up every 5 years or so. But I think I read recently that now it's like actually happening.
Interesting. Like I know that like Neil Gaiman stuff is just getting a lot of attention now because American Gods and all that stuff. And
he's also he is directing the Good Omens movie TV series. I can't remember which one it was, but that thing, I'm excited. And
I'm gonna have to shoot you down.
the trailers for American Gods.
Oh yeah.
Amazing. I mean, it's obviously going to be significantly different from the books. Or book. No, books. There's more of them.
Yeah, but I have a Nancy voice, right? So it's a continuation of the mythology.
Yeah, Nancy voice, and then there's also the Black Dogs of the Moors and King of the Green, something like that. I can't remember the title of it now, but both feature Shadow in England.
Yep.
And then there's, I can't remember what the last one is called, but it's told from the point of view of one of the villains in one of the short stories.
Suiting up.
But
Game on.
I like that it's going to be different. And that it's going to be sort of modernized, because it is very much a product of its time.
Yeah.
Get through this.
So, I don't know. It's good. I'm excited.
Systems checked out.
And we've heard no word on Sandman, am I correct?
Other than Joseph Gordon-Levitt is the guy holding the reins on it right now.
Yep.
I thought he'd backed out.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, there was a conflict with the director about the direction that the movie was going. Gordon-Levitt, he wanted to go, straight up, full Sandman, loyal to the comic book. But the director that they hired wanted to change that, change the nature of the character, and he went nope. So I don't know where it is right now.
Okay, well then that's news to me, and that's too bad because I was actually looking forward to.
Yeah, it's one of my things that I was really looking forward to. But yep.
Yeah, according on November 4th, 2016. The writer announced that he had quit the movie, saying that it won't work on the big screen, that it would have to go TV.
I can say that because it is very much about the very slow development of the characters.
And there are lots of characters and lots of stories to tell. There is no single arc in the Sandman thing. I mean, there is, but it would be impossible. It would be impossible to do that in 2-3 hours.
Yeah, because I mean the big narrative is sort of just an undercurrent
Everything
to all the smaller stories.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to be done in a single movie.
It would be difficult, and yeah, I think a TV series would probably be better. But then again, that's how I feel about most large-scale adaptations. Like whenever they're like, "Oh, we're doing a movie on this fantasy book series," I always end up feeling TV series instead. Oh, got kicked out, but I have a loot box open.
Not enough players.
Oh, come on! Nope, blue, white. At least I got a victory post for Genji and some gold.
Yeah, I got nothing. Crap, and crap.
Oh well.
So have you played any Diablo lately? Lately?
I created a witch doctor in the beginning of the last season.
Okay.
But I kind of need them to add something new. I can't just level up a character for the sake of leveling it up anymore.
Necromancer's coming.
Yeah!
Yep.
Necromancer looks cool.
I got booted there.
You got booted?
No, not from the game, from Facebook.
Oh. Oh, I'll come back.
I was wondering why we weren't talking. I figured you just, went for a piss or something.
I figured you just forgot to invite me again, but you know.
Oh, well,
Yeah, you should. But
yeah.
if you got booted, you should have said something.
Yeah, like call your mom at least or something.
Oh, wow. Is that still a thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
It
wow.
is. Yeah.
Some things just stick.
Yep. So yeah, Necromancer probably next month. There are lots of changes, like heraldic cubes, and I don't know how far you've or how long ago you played, but yeah.
Oh, that's a couple of months ago.
Yeah. So the heraldic cubes, which allow you to add enchantments to your stuff, so you can actually have 3 more active effects on your character.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yep.
Yeah, you can disenchant gear and you get their figures.
Yep.
That's like customizable. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I've played with those. Yeah, no, I had a recently powerful demon hunter. Yes, that's what they're called. Demon hunter. Just a season or 2 ago. So I'm not entirely out of the loop, but I'm just. The game needs more content for me to get back into it, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely. But we played season 8, I think, or was that season 7 that we played, Shane? We brought a character from scratch.
Like it just finished in end of January, wasn't it?
Yeah. Push.
I would love for our
he's playing solo, that's what he's doing.
This is not Call of Duty.
I know. Yeah. Alright, I'm
I
Torb.
feel like I'm a healer, aren't I?
Who are you?
Check your head.
I have no idea. Oh,
Yeah, you're the Lucio. Yeah, you're a healer.
What?
You are the audio medic.
I foresee great things for you.
There's a tracer that's what?
Hey, you died.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. The tracer was just like camping by the
Oh, I'm gonna try to keep you alive. Is that you? I think that's you. Yes, it is. Oh, they killed me.
Not me.
Helden sterben nicht.
You should allow the multimeter to carry over in this mode.
Yeah.
Or just stop sucking. One or the other.
Oh, wow! Is that how it's gonna be? Mr. I don't know how to shoot icicles.
Hey, I just killed someone. How do you like them apples?
Hold on, you're not allowed to quote Ben Affleck if you were giving him flack just a couple of minutes ago.
I'm holding Jimmy
Oh
Kimmel.
shit! Who?
Jimmy Kimmel.
That is not where that word is from.
It is. It's on the video. Fucking Matt Damon.
Oh my
Matt
god.
Damon.
Because it is from Good Will Hunting.
What's the point?
It's a perfect day for some mayhem.
Just saying. Oh, hey, ow.
Oh my god. I'm getting face rape here.
Yeah, it's not like
I feel like there's also less of us
Let's bring it together.
pushing. I see 3 arrows. That means it's only 4 against 6.
God,
I might need you for
Feels like we're all
Let's let you hear that.
wait. Oh, right, because the teleportation doesn't work that way.
Securing the objective.
Oh. Come on. So any other games on the way that you guys are excited for?
I'm still working on Zelda right now, which I shouldn't have started until I finished Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, I have a massive backlog right now. I still haven't finished 15. Oddly enough.
I haven't even started 15.
Yeah. Something about like I think I need a dedicated like week to just do that, so I can really do it justice.
Time to raise my APM.
But
Routing power to forward shield.
I haven't acquired one myself, and I've been hearing sort of mixed things. So.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I mean,
also, no, not 15. I was about to ask about the Switch.
Yep. I actually really enjoy it.
Jolly old St. Pillar.
What? Okay, well you can kill both the dinosaurs tomorrow. Sorry, yes, the Switch.
10 seconds remaining.
I think we're gonna win, guys.
Yeah, totally. We're red, right?
Yeah, there we go, we won.
Yeah,
that
red.
Defeat sign is just a lie.
That's just alternative fact. I mean, you know.
Oh my god, edgy comedy right there.
Oh no, it's only my head.
Look at that guy grind through us. Oh my god. Pax. Oh. Oh, he has 2 stars, man. He's a better player. 'Cause 2 stars. That's what it means, right?
It means that you have had more time to pour into the game.
But look at that!
Nice to
All
be
of them have like
appreciated.
stars except for that one dude. That one dude's probably like, I suck.
It's every time you reach 100, you restart and you get another star.
Yeah, prestige crap. Like,
Yeah, I've
Call
got
of
like
Duty.
100 stars. They just
Right.
don't show up.
Well, I got 104 and a pony. So
Oh,
suck
I
it.
got a unicorn.
Well, I have a pony that transforms into unicorn and lives on biodiesel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you know.
I think you know what to do.
I have a crystal pony that poops iridium. Hold on, wait, no. Wrong game.